What you up to there? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy. Take it easy. It's just me. Remember me? We used to do stuff together when we were little. That's right. I mean, I guess I wouldn't say imaginary friend. That sounds kind of reductive. But yeah, that's me. Well, that's a bit rude, don't you think? Hardly the response I'd expect to get, popping back into your life a decade or two after we stopped hanging out. I was expecting something more positive, you know? Hi, how are you? Or how's it been? Or what's it like being a figment of my imagination? You know, something like that. Not just, passive defeat or whatever this is. No, you haven't gone crazy. Can't someone let their mind wander for a bit just for fun without being deemed crazy? And even if you were crazy, I know it's cliche at this point, but, all the most interesting people are, etc. If you were, which, you aren't. Then what am I doing? I don't know. I'm in your head. You're in the metaphorical driver's seat. I'm here because apparently your brain decided it wanted some company, so, why might that be? What you doing nowadays? Work. Yuck. Stressful work, it looks like. Wait, it's after 5. What are you still doing here? Working extra? Why? Go home. You have to make a good impression? What are we, kids? Do you seriously believe that? And do you even like this job? So, you hate this job, but you also want to do well at it so that you'll stay hired and possibly get promoted to a higher position in the job you hate with even more responsibility. Is that right? That's insane. That you sound like an insane person. Who taught you all this stuff? This is all nonsense. When we were kids, we talked all the time about all the stuff you wanted to do when you got older. I mean, even beyond the usual fairy tale stuff like astronaut or whatever, you definitely had some ideas for where your life was going to go, and this was not it. The hell do you mean you grew up? If this is what growing up is, then it's not a good thing. Like, I'm not just going to assign a positive value judgment to the phrase grew up just because everyone expects everyone else to. If growing up means becoming a desiccated husk hunched over an office desk, then screw growing up. Okay, fine. You do have to pay bills, capitalism, whatever, sure. But do you have to work here to pay bills? And what makes this place so awful for you anyway? Is it the particular work you do, or is it something else? That's your boss, isn't it? You've got a jerk boss. Can you stop avoiding me, please? Just look at me. Talk to me. Why do you want to work so hard here? No, they're not going to treat you better if you work harder. They're just going to give you more work. You're going to be stuck here, letting your best years pass you by and driving yourself into a hole. And for what? A pittance? They don't even pay you what you're worth. Nuh-uh, don't make excuses. I'm in your head, remember? I know those articles you've read, those YouTube videos you've watched. You and I both know that no employer will ever pay you what you're worth because they have to profit off of your employment. If you work at a pizza restaurant and make 5 pizzas, they can't pay you the full amount of money they make off of those pizzas because then there's no profit, remember? They always have to pay you less. It's theft, and the theft around here in particular is atrocious. Seriously, how much value do you provide to this company? And how much of that goes unrecognized, unrewarded, uncompensated? You don't owe this company a single extra second of your time. Hell, they owe you for all the time that you have worked. What, do you think that's going to fix it? Asking your boss for a raise? asking for time off, your boss gets to keep his position because he's proven to the company that he'll do what they want. If he ever didn't do that, he'd be punished, demoted, or fired. It doesn't matter what you ask for, how hard you work, or even if they replace your boss. The company is the problem. It's their culture. It's the way it works around here. And for a company to be this successful, well, that's a deeper problem, but that's not really relevant to what we're discussing here. Look, the point is, there is nothing you can do to salvage this company. Cut your losses and leave. You'll find something else to do. You found this job, didn't you? Okay, look, think of it this way. If you keep working here, how many medical and therapy bills are you going to rack up, Yeah, if you want to do cost-benefit analysis, calculate that. If you get a job that pays 10% less but doesn't make you feel awful, how does that compare to keeping this job that makes your hair fall out and pays for your shrink's second house? Those costs come around sooner or later, and at least with the other job, you get to enjoy your golden years a bit more before you get too old. And as for your boss, especially, screw him. He's a jerk to you. He only points out the bad, never the good. He's a control freak who can't leave well enough alone. Hell, he creates busy work for you just because he thinks you need to be doing something every second of every day. Busy work for an adult. Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to make you feel upset or scared. Here. Breathe with me, okay? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. That's good. I just can't stand to see you like this. I remember what you used to be. I remember how much happier you were, even if you weren't always happy. That's the thing. Even at your lowest points, you weren't this. You weren't constantly tired and exhausted and sick and dredging up your imaginary friend from childhood while you dissociate your way through a late shift. Look at me. Please. Look at me. Pretty please. I'm not your imaginary friend. You know that. Adults don't have imaginary friends. Well, most don't. Anyway, I'm the part of you that cares. I'm the part of your brain that is screaming at you to throw the brakes, to veer out of this death drive you're in. I'm the part of you that loves yourself. I'm you. The only reason why you imagine me looking like your imaginary friend from childhood is because, well, it's because you associate loving yourself with things that you had to grow out of. I'm tired of being put away. I'm tired of living inside a brain that constantly aches from stress and tiredness and sadness. I'm tired of looking at you through eyes too haggard to see straight. I'm tired of watching you treat self-love as a relic of your past. I'm tired of watching you throw yourself into a life that you don't want. I am the part of your brain that is screaming out to you to make a change. And in your stress, in your panic, in your lowest point in this crappy time in your life, I am getting pushed back to the surface because you're realizing that if you're as alone as you think you are, then you're the thing that you have to love and care for the most. I'm here because deep down, despite all the garbage of this job and this company and this boss, all the crap that you put yourself through because you think that you have to, you do still care. You care about yourself. I care about you. I love you. And I'm not going to let the parts of your brain that don't continue to steer the ship. Deep breaths. Okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. If I could make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. You've had that song stuck in your head for months, right? Ever since Stranger Things? With the one scene with, what's her name? Max, that's it. Max. Running while the song plays. The big, climactic scene, overcoming the worst part of her own mind. It's exciting, isn't it? It's exhilarating. It's got this joy and this pain and this longing to make things better. It's cheesy, I know, because everyone knows the song now, but it's the effect is amazing. You can be her. You can be Max. You can run up that hill. Keep that song in your head. I'm making a deal with God to swap our places. Get up. Come on, stand up. Stand up for me. I'm not letting you sink back down into that mess. I love you, and I'm telling you to stand up. That's it. Now take a step. Good. Now another. You can lift mountains for a company that doesn't care, but even taking a step for yourself is like Sisyphean, isn't it? Okay, it's okay. You're learning. You're gonna learn. I'm gonna teach you how to take steps for yourself again. Step. Step. Left. Right. Good. You know where we're going. You're running up this hill. It's you and me with all the unhappy memories. Knock on his door. Go on in, that's it. Go right up to his desk. Look him in his smug face. Come on, baby. Deep breath. Come on, darling. Head high. Let me steal this moment from you now. Come on, angel. Let me speak. Come on, darling. Look him in